looking for a planner, and as you can see, everything's 40% off. So let's shop. I like the design of this one, but I'm gonna see what's inside. This is the one I'm gonna go for. The design is fine, but I really like the interior of it. It's more specific to what I would do. So we of course have the month, and what I like is that you have your things that you have to do today and then your specific outline for like tasks that I could cross off, and I like this, so I'm gonna go with this one. Good morning, officially welcome to a reset day. I have so many things on my agenda. The first thing was restocking household essentials. I'm gonna give you a haul, but it's gonna be very boring. Toilet paper, more toothbrushes, because I like to replace my toothbrushes as often as I'm supposed to. More dish soap, floor cleaner, and for the grand finale, toothpaste. Household essentials, restock. We're gonna put that away in a minute. Also, shout out to the Dollar Tree for that. So let's go put that away, and then we're gonna jump into cleaning, supplements, eating, all the things. Let's just reset. And I wanna start with my physical space because this past week was so fucking busy for me, and my house is a mess. And if you're not new here and you know me, you know that I hate that. I hate that. So it's time to clean.
Full stop. Can't believe I live in your thoughts. I think about you all the time, morning, evening, and midnight. Such a wonderful delight. Forgo, give up everything that I own. Yeah, I'd give it all up now just to be with you somehow. Unexpected love was found. You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say that I love you. Ooh, ooh, you, ooh, ooh.
Okay, the kitchen is sufficiently cleaned, but welcome to my closet of shame. Why? I'll show you why in a minute. So we're gonna organize these clothes and put them away so that I feel less chaotic whenever I come in here. There she is, the pile of shame. Let's get to clean it. Vacuumed and mopped, bed is made, closet is clean. There's like a pile of clothes I'm gonna put in the laundry, but I'm washing sheets right now. So the next thing on this little reset agenda is obviously to wash my hair and my body. You know that if I have a cleaning day, I prefer to take a shower after I'm done cleaning, so let's do that. We did the physical space reset, so now it's time for the physical body reset. First things first, I'm brushing my teeth. I already did that this morning, but I'm not feeling as fresh, so let's brush again. Make sure you always brush your teeth before you wash your face, or at least that's the rule of thumb that I follow, because the thing that I hate is when you wash your face and then you brush your teeth and like it's all foaming here. No. I'm gonna wash my face and do like my skincare stuff, and then we'll do body care. I'm done, and it's proof that I did clean my closet. Not perfectly, but like the goal was just to get the shit off the floor. And I have in fact done that. Everything is back where it's supposed to be, and everything that was dirty is now washing in the wash. So that is a check mark for me. And I am going to pause to finish the reset, the mental reset and the goal setting later on tonight, because I have to edit a video and do homework. But before I do that, I figured let's do our supplement. I'm gonna start with my coconut cult. I got the passion fruit flavor, so I'm happy to tell you this one tastes much better. I still wouldn't say it's good, but it's not gag worthy like the chocolate was. The only thing is she's extra crumbly, which is annoying. And again, you have to wash your spoon in between. You can't double dip. Like this, I could actually eat. Then, if you're not new here, you already know the drill. Magnesium, CoQ10, my ashwagandha, and then my hair burst vitamins. It's these ones. And finally, because I'm about to eat lunch, I'm gonna take my digestive enzyme. And that is it, besties. That is my supplement routine. I'm gonna eat lunch, I'm gonna do some work, and I'm gonna see you tonight for our mental reset and goal setting.
Drive alone in December rain. They play my favorite song. I see a snowflake melt on the deck. I'm awful cold and longing for the holiday.
Good morning, my loves. It is in fact a couple of days later, but you know what? That's life sometimes. And on that day, my anxiety got bad, and I hate doing resets, anything like mental setting goals in that state of mind. Instead, I like to wait for when I'm feeling peaceful, which I am. We're gonna continue with the reset today. I'm gonna sit down and eat my breakfast in a minute, but before I do that, I just want to talk about the things I'm gonna carry forward with me in 2025. So if you've been following my like glow up journeys where I'm really just trying to focus on becoming the person that I want to be, you'll know that I changed so many aspects of my life. Pretty much everything. Actually, I changed about my life. And I want to talk to you about the things that I'm going to carry forward. But before I do that, I want to tell you the one mindset change that I made that literally changed my entire life. When we are working towards something, or we're working towards a version of ourselves that we want to be, what can sometimes happen is that we put that version of ourselves on our pedestal. And we think they're perfect, they have a perfect life. And the mindset shift that I made is that version of me who has everything I want, who is literally living my dream life, is still me. She still has bad days. She still has things that she struggles with. Her life is not perfect, and she is not perfect. And really kind of humanizing that version of myself and still making it me has made it so much easier for me to work towards those things because the milestone feels realistic. So I don't say that to like do anything other than encourage you to keep that version of yourself off the pedestal. That mindset shift has completely shifted my entire life. However, the things that I'm carrying forward with me. Shockingly, I implemented routine this year and it changed my entire life. I love my routines. I love what I do and how I do it and when I do it. So what's moving forward with me is my routines. I also really love having a to-do list. Again, surprising, I usually just winged it before, but now I really love having the to-do list and keeping that to-do list relatively small when brain lets me do that. I like to keep that less than 4 tasks for the day, and really I don't want it to be more than 3 major tasks for the day. So that has been very beneficial to me, and I am moving forward with that. Also, having a set wake up time and a set sleep time is something I've been slipping on, but I do want to keep. But what I'm letting go of this coming year is waking up early. I loved doing that. It was so much fun for me, but I largely did that because I had to be at work at a certain time, and therefore I had to wake up at a certain time. 5 a.m. morning time was super peaceful. It was fun while I did it. However, it's not working for me now. And while I am very much in my winter arc era, setting goals and working towards those goals and just like remaining active, I also want to be mindful that this is a time of year where my body just like needs more rest. And I'm going to give that to myself. Instead of having an 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. like sleep schedule, I've adjusted that so that I am off of everything and in bed by 10 p.m. and I should be asleep by 11. I would love to be awake before 8:30, but just over the past couple of weeks, that's the schedule that has worked for me, and I'm going to learn to let that be okay. And then the thing that I'm also going to carry forward with me is getting the fuck off my phone. I'm sorry, our parents were right. It is always that damn phone, because I have noticed that when I am on my phone close to bedtime or as soon as I wake up, I have more anxiety. I just feel more anxious throughout the day. And if you've missed like my other videos, I am very intentional and will continue to be very intentional about staying off of my phone in the morning and night. So really having that window time. I'm on my phone between the hours of 10 a.m. and 8:30 p.m. and that's it. It doesn't mean that I'm not on social media at all, because I am a YouTube girly through and through and through. I fucking love YouTube. So I have a playlist called my That Girl playlist, which is just videos that I find inspiring, motivational, and just like happy and peaceful to watch, so that I have things to go to in the morning and night, and so that I'm not endlessly scrolling on social media trying to find some entertainment. It's just set videos that I'm going to watch that is in alignment with how I want to feel. So those are the things that I'm carrying forward with me and I am leaving behind in 2025. And we will do the mental reset first so that we can talk about and reflect on the year so far, what went well, what I wanted to improve on, things that I'm looking forward to, what I want to prioritize in 2025. I like to journal on those things and seriously reflect on them before I even start goal setting. And one of the most important things that I can do, and I really encourage anyone else to do when it comes to goal setting, is sit with your goals before you set them. I think sometimes there can be this pressure to set a goal and to work towards something, but not really reflect on why that's a goal we have, if that's something that we really want, or if we're being motivated by some kind of external circumstance. So I'm gonna do journaling, not right now though, because your girl has to work, but later on. We'll do some journaling together. We'll do the wheel of life. We'll do some goal setting. We'll do some planner stuff. I'll give you a little haul for the stationery, which is gonna be very fun. And we'll continue on with the most important reset of the year. What's that? Oh, is it the next day? Yes, it is. I had to work. But we are about to do the mental reset. But before I jump into that, I want to do my little stationery haul because I love stationery. And I bet there's at least one of you who loves stationery too. So I got these little 3D like gem stickers, which I'm going to do a spread in my journal for. I think they're so cute. I got all of this from Hobby Lobby, which always has 50% off. So these were actually 40% off of the sticker price. And then I have moon and stars. Again, that's for a very specific spread in my journal. But look at how pretty they are. Again, spread for my journal. All the stickers are spread for my journal, but I love the gay cowgirl stuff, so I'm going to slap that into that spread. Strawberries, again, for a very specific spread. I just love strawberries. I think it's gonna look so cute. Which spread will it go in? I don't know. I'll figure it out though. And then I have my Sharpies, these super fine liner Sharpies that I got for my like planning and reset. So this is the only thing that I got. Well, one of the only things that I got that's specifically for the reset. And I think I showed you the clip of me in Hobby Lobby getting this journal, but if I didn't, this is the planner that I got. It is the 2025 planner. And I got this specifically because I like the layout and the spreads. A side to just like write down whatever you have to do, and then another side that's more like a to-do list. And I really like that aspect of this planner, and this one was 50% off. And that is the stationery haul. But for now, I'm gonna turn on the lights and we're going to do some journaling. I like to start with like a brain dump journaling session where I'm just going through the entire year, how I felt about the year, and just generally feelings and stuff is what I'm going to journal on, and then I'll go in and answer specific questions. All right, the first thing I'm going to journal on before I do my brain dump is actually going to be, sorry, I know I sound very far away, and that's because I am. It's going to be my gratitude list. So just going through and listing what I'm grateful for throughout the year.
Just where he was needed, gleaming black as night, cloistered in injustice, dead in the eye of time. Nobody is losing.
And while I am about to brain dump, I just want to prompt myself. So I like to do this if I feel like I'm having a bit of mental fog, especially right now since I am doing the reset. So I'm going to do a prompt, and the prompt will be, what word actually described 2024 for me? All right, I did finish journaling, which is great. I've gotten all my thoughts out, and then I take a few minutes just to like pause and sit in silence with those thoughts. And I just want to say 2024 was the year that I locked in. Like, I really accomplished what I set out to accomplish. I wanted to move. I wanted to hit 1,000 subscribers, and I wanted to get my own car and change jobs. I did all of that. Wow. I'm just like really proud of myself, and I feel like we don't often celebrate our wins because we focus so much on like what we didn't do, but I did that. I locked in, and I actually started making progress towards all those goals, and I did actually move across the country, got my dream apartment and my dream car, and I'm so proud of myself for that. And I did get the job that I wanted, which, by the way, I'm starting in the new year. What was I doing? Yes, we're gonna do our final reflections here, which is the prelude to the goal setting, and that is this little spread here. So this side is what we're going to fill out, which is essentially the wheel of life. But these are the categories that I'm choosing to focus on, and it's a chart because I can't draw a circle. That's it. That's the only reason. So I'm going to work on that. And again, I'm not going to time lapse it because I think that's boring. So I'll see you when I'm done filling that out. Okay, my loves. I'm aware that I'm cut off, but we're going to be okay with that. So I just finished the final bits of reflection for my little journal. I won't let you see that too much because they are personal. Can you just like back up a little bit? I'm still cut off, but that's okay. That's because I'm like leaning so far up. But I did that, and now it's time for us to set the goals. So I just mentioned that I am starting a new job that I really wanted in the new year. And I'm so excited because I wrote down on my vision board in like July or something, or August, saying that if I had to work in this specific field for any amount of time longer, because obviously your girl's got grown woman bills, that I wanted it to be a fully remote job. And those are becoming scarcer and scarcer as the years go on. But this one is fully remote, and it pays more money than my last job. So that's really exciting. So I got that. I also have a part-time job, which is also literally my dream. I have been saying for years that I wanted it. It is most closely related to my writing degree, and I just adore it. But for those of you who've been keeping up with my channel, if you're not new here, you also know that I'm a full-time student. So now in the new year, I'm going to be a full-time grad student and have a full-time job and have a part-time job and my YouTube channel, which leaves us with the very important question of what the heck am I supposed to do about that? I think I'm going to be struggling with time for a bit. I know one of those balls will drop, and I am okay with that. I already have an idea of the ball that I am okay with dropping. But because I'm going to be so busy, but also have the flexibility of my remote job, one of my first goals for the new year is to travel more. And I'm going to keep this pretty vague. I don't have like a, I want to travel every quarter kind of thing. It's just, I want to make more time for something that I love so much, which is international travel. One of the first things I did on this channel, which I wish I had started recording before that, but because before that, I had a trip to Madrid that was so much fun, and my trip to Athens and my trip to Santorini that I never fucking vlogged. And now those memories exist only in my head. And I wish I had been vlogging back then. But I wanted to travel more. I really want to get to Asia at some point. But again, the only premise here is travel more. I want to take at least 2 trips next year. Then I want to focus on my body, which I have been doing like my glow up thing where I've been focusing on strength training, which I have loved so much, but I also want to focus on learning how to eat well. So I'm going to put that down. By that, I mean like figuring out what works for me when it comes to eating, and eating like an adult who like eats vegetables, which I do, but not as often as I would like. I want to have that more often. So what's going to make that more attainable to me? Is that meal planning? Is that having recipes set aside? Is that changing how I grocery shop? My goal is to figure that out. Staying in the physical health wheelhouse, I also want to add more cardio to my workouts. And then I want to have a day where I'm focusing on like flexibility, just because I know that's something that I should be focusing on, especially as I get older. So I'm going to add and do yoga once a week. That feels like something I'm not going to obtain. Do yoga bi-weekly. Let's stick with that. And then we can move on to finances. One of my major goals is to pay down my debts and any outstanding Klarna payments, which I have for my Taylor Swift Eras tour. Again, sticking to finances, I also want to make sure that I am thinking more mindfully about how I spend money. So I want to curb impulse spending and shopping. And the way that I'm going to do that is by keeping wish lists of things that I want. And then at the end of the month, letting myself go through that wish list and still seeing what it is that I want. And if the things that I added still resonate with me as something that I would find useful. And the final thing in finances is to keep better track of my money and where it's going. And I think the reason why this is so hard is I just have way too many accounts that pull for different things. Like I have an account for my rent, I have an account for my car, I have an account for my debts, I have an account for savings. And they all pull from different things. And I'm like, that's just too many. Okay, that is way too many. And I'm also too liberal with my credit cards. So I want to get that under control in the new year. My only relationship goals for the new year, 2025, is my lover girl era. But I want to embrace vulnerability and be okay with being vulnerable. So learn how to do that, specifically in the context of romantic relationships. And my very final goal for 2025 is to learn to slow down. If you saw any of like my productive days in the life or my more recent one, you'll know that I do a lot in a day. And that's because I don't know how to stop. I don't know how to not do a lot in a day. And I personally find that like really overwhelming. In the moment, I don't tend to be overwhelmed, but then later in the afternoon or the evening, I find myself retroactively overwhelmed. And as I mentioned, 2025 is going to be a pretty busy year for me already. So I want to make sure that I learn how to really break up my tasks throughout the day and only focus on those tasks. If I finish that task early, that's not an invitation for me to do more work. It is a time for me to stop and appreciate the extra time that I have. So I really want to learn how to slow down and set stronger time boundaries with myself. And that's pretty much it. A lot of these are just lessons I want to learn, things I really want to incorporate into my life, and really less of things I want to accomplish. You can see that I focus a lot on action as opposed to outcome. So these are the actions that I want to take in the new year, what I want to focus my mental energy on, what I'm locking into, so to speak. And the final things we're going to do for this reset are going to be vision boarding, because that's my favorite part of the new year. I am carrying forward with sectioning my year into quarters, so having 12-week years. So every year is now 4 years for me. So I'm going to be doing that, which means I'm going to have a vision board for every quarter. But the one we're going to work on is my overarching year vision, and then my quarter 1 vision I will do a little bit later on. And I'm also going to fill out my calendar a bit, because what I want to jot down in my calendar right now is just the date that all of my bills are due. So we're going to work on that, but I'm going to take a break because I don't want to treat this like work. I want to make sure that I'm working on this at the pace that feels natural to me. Okay, my loves, it is now time for us to finish out this reset. I'm going to time lapse most of this, but just know what I'm working on right now is my planner and filling out that financial stuff that I mentioned. And while I'm doing that, I'm also going to be consolidating and trying to figure out which account I want my bills to primarily come from. That does bring us to the end of the night. I have my laptop right in front of me. And what I'm going to do now is my favorite part of any reset, and that is vision boarding. And I always set my vision board as the background for my laptop and for my phone. But the main one I work on, and the one I'm going to work on right now, is my vision board for my desktop. And this is my 1-year vision board. And then I'm going to later on, as I mentioned, do vision boards for every quarter. Just essentially kind of view it as mood boarding. And I want to say here, when I talk about like vision boarding and manifesting, all that is, it's aligning your thoughts, actions, and beliefs with what it is that you desire. That is all I'm doing. I'm working towards that, which is why I don't have a focus on outcome. I have a focus on action. So I'm going to vision board. I get all of my photos from Pinterest. I have a collective Pinterest board where I save every image that sparks some kind of like inspiration or strong feeling in me. And that is generally what I recommend. Don't just put random pictures on your vision board. Images that you select should evoke a strong emotion in you so that whenever you look at your vision board, you feel something about it. So I'm going to work on that, but I am going to end this vlog here. I hope that you enjoyed this video, just walking you through how I do my year resets and what it is that I think about in those times. Please subscribe if you are not already. And besties, I'm going to hang out in my bed, finish up my year vision board, and I will see you the day after tomorrow. Bye.